35. And forward, 6'7", number 28, Dorian Finney-Smith.
And welcome to 2K. And over a long regular season, Graham, what are some of the things coaches do to keep things fresh and their players engaged?
Well, you said it best. It is a long season. And to keep it light, you have to have team outings and dinners and guest speakers. Intentional connections, that's what I call it. And really, there's so much pressure in this league. So those moments really allow you to bond and relax and really come together as a group.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Bridges outside. Here's Finney-Smith. It's blocked by Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Screen by Claxton. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Bridges on the double. Pass to Towns. The three is up. Claxton with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Johnson with a bucket.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Now here's Conley. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And the three-pointer goes.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
And Grant, this Nets team is trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Claxton up top. He's guarded by Conley. Claxton passes to Finney-Smith. And the three off target. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Conley. Dinwiddie on the double team. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. McDaniels can't hit. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Out to Bridges, beyond the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Now, the line for the Timberwolves. Shooting 1.
And the technical free throw is good.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. McDaniels from long range. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Claxton. And here's Bridges, guarded by Edwards. Johnson for 3. Buries it from 3. Johnson's got 6.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
To the wing on the left. For 3, Conley gets the 3 ball to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the line, 2 times.
No good on the free throw. That one's no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. Releases. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Conley passes to Edwards. Here's Towns. McDaniels finds Towns. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Claxton down low. He's guarded by Conley. Claxton can't get it to go.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Boy, he just disappeared against New York. They needed him.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Brooklyn has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. It's Finney Smith with the drive.
A big body to match up against. Finney Smith will see a rare trip to the stripe.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in for Edwards. And so he makes both from the line.
The definition of a stretch 4, Finney Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. Here's Reed. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Dinwiddie against Conley. Finney Smith, a screen. Dinwiddie passes to Finney Smith. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 16 so far. Double team on Towns. Here's Alexander Walker. No good from outside. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Claxton. 6 points for him. Alexander Walker grabs a board. 1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. Towns outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
The Timberwolves shooting only 39% in the early going. Alexander Walker, the pass to Towns. Dinwiddie on the double team. From deep, got a hand on it.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Dinwiddie passes to Finney Smith. And some solid defense from Towns.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Milton subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Yet to see a basket. Claxton with it. Milton covering. Reed brings the double. Pass to Finney-Smith to win the cold spell. Reed with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Now, at the line for the Timberwolves, Nas Reed. One time from the line.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Edwards against Bridges. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Shooting from Minnesota, Nas Reed. One time from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Edwards looking for an opening. 2 on the clock. That shot off. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
On the court for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Edwards, then there's Shake Milton, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is a threat from everywhere on the court. He said, quote, if I need to shoot, I can shoot. If I need to post up, be a bruiser, I can be a bruiser. I'm not a specialist in anything. What I can do is be a very versatile player and try to do every single thing really well. Brian?
Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Allie, thank you.
Really love how active Finney-Smith is. Exceptional job cutting to the right spot in the pick and rolls.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. And they double up Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And let's see what the Minnesota Timberwolves have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Then on Monday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
And the Nets making a change here. Watford's checked in.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Back to Milton. From downtown, Brooklyn with the board.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Reed brings the double for 3. Dinwiddie sinks the tray. Dinwiddie's got 8.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Edwards is doubled. Milton for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's, and here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Milton from behind the arc. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And the Timberwolves call time here. Clark, is it just me, or have we seen a little bit of a resurgence in zone defense in the NBA the last few years?
Yeah, I think you're spot on there. It is a little more used and a little more part of the toolkit of coaches now in the NBA zone defenses, in part because teams are stretching you out with the three-point shot from every position and every spot on the floor. And so it's a nice wrinkle to perhaps stretch it out defensively by playing zone, where you have guys covering those perimeter spots from an area standpoint instead of just an individual man standpoint.
Good. I just love the ball movement.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Dinwiddie on the double team. Inside, here's Reed. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. And he dunks it down.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Right wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. You take a look at the Timberwolves. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Count it. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Anderson for 3. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Carl Anthony Towns is checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Anderson.
Jaden McDaniels.
Will it go? McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got his second bucket on the night.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's McDaniels. 6 points for him. Gobert with the bucket.
From in close, it's game over when Gobert has the ball.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Dinwiddie, and he goes in for the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Bridges misses. The Timberwolves trail. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Now here's Claxton. He's got 14. Dinwiddie passes to Finney-Smith. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Brooklyn shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Pass to Johnson. No good on the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Gobert up top. Towns for 3. Nails it from 3. Towns has got his first 3 points of the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Here's McDaniels. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets with the lead. Walker passes to Watford. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Milton's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Shake Milton.
Gobert on the high post. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
From that close, he's almost automatic. No wonder the defense is all over Gobert.
And that one falls for Gobert. So the Nets making a switch here. And so Gobert nails both of them.
You know, he gets there so often. Gobert would like to make these at a higher clip.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mike Conley.
Shooting 2. Dennis Smith Jr.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
Good on both. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Watford. Clock at 6. Another shot. And he buries his first look.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. Milton, no good.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Timberwolves shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Oh, it's stolen.
If they can run out the clock here, no need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
From deep, Conley. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Monster buzzer beater there. Helps carve into that deficit. Now it's anybody's game.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Nets. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You know, right now for Minnesota, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now. They're in the midst of a close game.
Shooting under 35%. Let me see. That calculates to they're lucky to be in this game. Look, they're getting a lot of hustle points, but that can only get you so far.
Thanks for tuning in.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Nicholas Claxton, what a contribution.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. And the basket by Towns.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Towns for three. Rebounded by Johnson.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Edwards finds Gobert. Play into his strength. Gobert inside.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Conley with the ball. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Towns, that's good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the bucket is good. Dinwiddie's got 14 points.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Edwards is doubled. Pass to Gobert. Tipped away. It's stolen by Johnson. The 3-ball. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Now Gobert. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Staying strong against the defense. Rudy insists on getting that shot off.
The first one falls. A full line change here for Brooklyn. That one misses.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half. Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Conley passes to Towns, and it's off from 3-point range.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
It's blocked by Gobert.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Here's Smith. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Smith over to help. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. He gets it in there. He's got 11.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Smith passes to Giles. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
McDaniels from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. McDaniels got 9 points. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the inside, Giles.
Simply dynamite in the pick and roll is Dennis Smith. Superb at fitting passes through the defense in these sets. Pocket passes, we call them.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
After their big trade with Rudy Gobert, it's taken a while for the Wolves to gel. Gobert said, quote, "It just comes with the time and trust. Basketball is never perfect, but we can punish all kinds of defenses by making the right play and finding the open man. With that mindset, we are going to keep getting better. I'm confident in our abilities." Brian?
Well, that's the way you have to look at it, Allie. Thank you. And Smith over to help. Conley finds Edwards. Back to Conley. McDaniels with it. Pure from 3-point range.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Minnesota calls timeout. McDaniels. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. The fourth spot held by Rudy Gobert.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
And Towns has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Double team on Towns. Conley passes to Anderson from 12 feet. Here's Gobert. And Gobert flushes it home.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Towns against Dinwiddie. Finney-Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Mike Conley. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Bridges passes to Claxton. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Here's Bridges. Pass to Johnson. Claxton with it. Back to Johnson from outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Johnson's gotten his third basket of the night.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
For three, Bridges. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Towns, a screen on Dinwiddie. Kicks it out, Towns. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That game will be the third of 5 at home. Hits the trifecta.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And Finney-Smith over to help. Pass to Anderson. And that one's on target from the wing.
He kept his cool despite the double team and finds the open man.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Minnesota's got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. And Finney-Smith over to help. Gobert inside. Working on Claxton. Tries again. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Gobert. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Dinwiddie can't hit from in close. The Timberwolves trail. Conley with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. And Milton subbed in for Mike Conley. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Johnson passes to Dinwiddie. That one rolls around and rims out.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Milton, no good. And that's shooting nearly 60% from the floor in the third. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Finney-Smith. He buries it from 3. Finney-Smith's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Stolen by Dinwiddie. 4 seconds left. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Nets leading by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Edwards out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at the 5. Claxton passes to Finney Smith. Three-pointer, Bridges. Reed with the rebound.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Smith. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
No messing around from Smith there. When he's on the attack, he's got room to soar. He takes off towards the rim. Boom.
Here's Reed. The rebound by the Nets. Smith passes to Watford. Here's Giles. Reed defending. Fast break, Minnesota. And finished off by Anderson.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Out to the right wing. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had. And they've done a nice job doing that.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Inside. Claxton passes to Dinwiddie. Screen by Claxton. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Screen by Claxton. Bridges on the attack. His first shot attempt. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Reed for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Watford. Takes the 3. Here's Claxton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Now here's Reed from 10 feet away. No good that time. Bridges, left side. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Conley against Dinwiddie. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. That shot is off. Oh, good D by Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. The 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make 3s, as we saw in the first half.
Here's Claxton. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Deflected.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
Pass to Claxton. No good with the triple. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Dinwiddie. And Watford, here we go. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 20.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Minnesota calls time here.
And make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Finney Smith checked in for Brooklyn. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He wants them to show more heart, saying, quote, they are outworking us, you guys. At some point, you've got to decide you want to box out and that you want to protect the ball. He does not sound too pleased with the performance. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Finney Smith, a screen. Dinwiddie passes to Finney Smith. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
This is how you want Finney Smith to play, I think, every game, with a lot of offensive intensity and efficiency.
It's tipped.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Brooklyn making some changes.
On the court.
Towns finds McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. McDaniels got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Smith. And Gobert with a block. Conley looking for an opening. Fires the three. That shot, no good. The Nets have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the fourth. Edwards comes with a double team. Thomas passes to Giles. It's Walker on the wing. Here's Watford. Pass to Thomas. 3 on the clock. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And here's Conley. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter here. Walker with it, now guarded by McDaniels.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Towns for 3. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J. And that's a double-double for him now.
Hey, you know your center is a great shooter when your goal is to get him a 3. Towns can make those pay dividends.
A nice shot by Smith.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're behind by 11. 1:24 left in the game.
For your next youth Nets team.
1:24 left in the fourth. And they double up Edwards. Towns for 3. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. And there's the call. Brooklyn with the foul. It's on Nick Claxton. So the first of 3 is good. And that brings him within 10.
One of the things I love about Towns is how versatile he is. He's a big guy who continues to be a matchup nightmare for defenses.
And he nails the third.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Now here's Finney Smith, covered by Towns. Bridges misses. Minnesota shooting right below 40% here in the fourth. The kick out to Edwards. And he rebounds again.
Boy, does this guy play hard, acting like every board is his.
And would you believe he's tied the team record for most rebounds in a game? Unreal. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake, Coach is going to be on him about that one.
.40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. Here's Towns. Launches a three. Drills it from deep.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money. And his teammates absolutely love him. Carl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Team seconds. At the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Lets it go from deep. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Bridges. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
You love the assertiveness Bridges plays with, accepting contact while he's trying to score.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. Bridges hits them both.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Towns for 3. Brooklyn with the board. So we see the Nets taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at the